gonna lie. Baton Rouge really gonna return, but I love it.
Ain't no love in that raggedy.
Ain't no love.
I grew up in that raggedy.
Yeah.
Don't do no trusting in that raggedy.
Don't do no fuck.
Grimy disgusting in that raggedy.
Today we're going to talk about power of the tongue. I want you to hear me clear. The tongue is one of the most helpful tools you have and one of the most destructive tools you have at the same time. And a lot of people don't realize that their tongue is the reason why they are successful, or the reason why they keep running into different problems, whether it be different people, whether it be businesses falling through, whether it be bills not paid, whether it be no spouse that'll give them the proper respect and love and loyalty. Stuff like that, you know, you could bring certain demons and problems with how you speak on certain things, you know what I'm saying? So I'm coming today to let you know that all that can change. You have to change the way you speak, because you got to realize that your words are spirit. So when you speak, you are releasing your spirit into the universe. So, for instance, if I say, but the thing is, you have to believe what you say. It's not the fact that you just saying it, because you can't fool this. This is something you can't fool. This is something you can't say something and it's gonna be like, oh yeah, okay, they believe that. You know what I'm saying? I heard what they said. I believe. You know. It's something that you have to actually believe. You gotta have no doubt in your mind. And one thing about a human is, we automatically run to a negative thought when we think about just about anything. So you have to realize, and I'm still working on it, so we have to realize that you cannot say what you feel. You have to say what you believe. Although what you might be saying that you feel might be credible. You know what I'm saying? You might have an actual foundation on what you thinking, because your reality is, and then it might be some gruesome or grim or something bad. But one thing you have to realize is, see, wherever your soul is, I'm pointing to the mind, because you know that's one of the tools that you're gonna use to change your paradigm. So the thing is, you cannot say what you feel. You gotta know. All right, I want to open up this new business. So if you say, I know God gonna send the right people in my life. I know I'm not gonna be in partnership with nobody sketchy. You know, everybody, I want to have real loyalty, real respect with themselves, and not saying that you won't run across those scummy people, but see, at you're doing the maximum effort by getting what you want across. The thing is, I would not want, if something not coming to me, I would not want it to be me. You have to create a line of thinking. You have to have consecutive positive thoughts so your mind can train and be strong in spitting out those type of thoughts. You know, you are what you are. So what you have to do is change your physical self or your flesh self to possibly change your spiritual self. You see what I'm saying? So you cannot say things that go against what you want. You cannot do that. That you don't want that to be the reason why you don't get something. You don't want that to be the reason why something don't go through for you. You have to value your words. You can't go around saying this, saying that, letting your tongue fly without thinking about what you're gonna say and not really believe that you're not gonna get what you say. You're not gonna get what you imply. So if you value your words, you only say good things. When you tell somebody about or you giving somebody advice, I'm not saying you shouldn't tell them what's real, but I also want you to encourage them, even though you might not feel like this will work, because it might not work for you, but you have to encourage the next man, because that might be the only push they need to make a successful situation happen. So allow your words to walk for you, just like you allow your name to walk for you. When people hear your name, it don't matter where they at, if they know you or if they know of you, they are going to associate your name with what you've done or what you haven't done, or whatever perception there is about you, they gonna attach that to your name. But you have to let your words walk for you even more so. So you want to get to a point where when you know you don't eat right, you say you say, well, somebody call you, and then you say, they say, man, you got gas in your car, for whatever reason they asking, just to, but they say, you got gas in your car. Your answer should be, I'm on the way to get some, even though your reality might say, I'm about to run out. You see what I'm saying? There's another example. Just say you go to the homeless, you walk to a store and you see a homeless person or a person that just needs some money or whatever, and they ask you for $1 or something, and you say, well, I don't have no money. A lot of us say that. I done said it many times, and like I said, I'm changing the way I think, but a lot of people say, I ain't got it. And even though they might not have what they think God it is, or even though they might not have the amount of money that they feel they are able to give another person something, like I might have $5 in my pocket and I also got bills, but I might say, well, I'm finna spend $2 in the store, I got $3 left, I'm not finna get this man $1. But in fact, if you would understand how the tool/money operates, it comes from the Father. So that means that you have a huge bank account. It don't matter how you get the money. It don't matter if you at work, because they got people that ain't got no job. They got people that's not making the amount of money that you making, and you not making the amount of money some other people are making. So, whether it's big or small, but you have to realize that the way you speak creates your future. It took me a lot of years to get to the point where I'm at with the the power of the tongue, that type of thing. It took me a long time to get here, and I feel like I haven't even scratched the surface yet. But I'm coming at the place where I'm at, showing you as much as I know, right? And I say you have to watch your mouth. Just like your mama used to say, or your grandma used to say, if you don't got nothing nice to say, don't say it out. Only spit out encouragement that will change how your mind react to things, that'll change how your mind move through situations, that'll change how you even perceive certain things. You have to condition your mind to be a positive fortress. It gotta be positive. See, that's what the fortress is there to protect. The fortress protects your positive reactions and your positive thinking. So you don't want anything negative to come inside that fortress, because it could taint that. You want to be able to swat down certain thoughts before they even come in your mouth. You see what I'm saying? You don't even think it. But that take a long time, and I'm still fighting with that for sure. Like I said, I've been dealing with it for some years now. But the law of confession is a spiritual law. It is not a natural law, not a judicial law. It is a spiritual law. It is something that cannot be changed, that cannot be observed. It can, from a lower perspective, because the people that don't know about it, they don't know about it. So it ain't like a person that don't know about it can look and see, oh, he using the law of confession, or it's something that you have to be taught, or it's something that you have to exercise when you do learn. So the law of confession, or the power of the tongue, it creates portals to either blessings or curses. So you don't have to beat yourself up, when you can't, when it's not working out the gate. Sometimes you need to get a partner, somebody that'll keep you in line with what you're saying, because that's one of my partners, so we kind of helped each other with that type of thing, you know what I'm saying? So you have to realize the things that you say have immense power. It could change the way you live. It could change the way somebody else live. If you don't want nobody to get hurt, don't say nothing bad about nobody. When you hear somebody finna do something, don't make how he gonna do that? How she gonna do that? Where she gonna get that money from? Cause she just borrowed $20 from me last week. Don't do that. That's how you create negative attacks to that person's positive fortress. So you have to mind your business, and you need to help somebody else mind their business as it pertains to the law of confession and the power of his, her, and your tongue. So you'll say, man, he borrowed $20 from me. Instead of saying, how you gonna do that? He ain't got no money. He borrowed $20 from me. Say, if you have to have something negative, at least you can change it to where it's a positive for them. You say, he just borrowed $20 from me last week. Now he'll be able to pay me back with that new business. You see what I'm saying? It's all about perception and perspective. It's about how you train your mind, because a lot of people don't think like that. You have to train for that. That's something that can be attained by anybody, but you have to be serious and you have to be pure when you do it. You gotta have one mind when you're doing that. You can't be double-minded about the law of confession, because like I said, you cannot fool the law of confession. It's not something that can be changed by a human. It's not nothing that was created and could be weighed by a human. So you have to realize that the law of confession will either defeat you or help you rise above anything that people thought that could go against you. And that's real talk. And I also want to shout out Southern University. Even though they lost their first game, we're looking forward to an awesome season and a SWAC championship. I'm sporting my committed leopard version. I got this for Southern University. So shout out to them. May they be blessed in whatever they do. Shout out to the Antidote. We working hand in hand changing the world, and I like their vision, and I would appreciate y'all if you would show them the same type of love that you would show me, you know, especially because we doing business, and like I say, we still on that mission, building to change the world, not to what I want, but what it should be. I hope that this real talk was edifying to you. I hope that you are able to apply my words to your life, and I know that you can do it. All you have to do is keep going for it, learn about the power of the tongue, read different books. I got a book here written by Dr. Winston. This is one, matter of fact, this was the first book I ever read. I read that when I was 23. I just remember because I was in college, and that was a big thing for me because I didn't think I'd ever go to college. That's how I remember. But once I read this book, it fueled me to change my line of thinking. It pushed me and allowed me to put God in what I do and watch the words I say. Not only watching the words I say, but creating new pathways for blessings to make its way to me. This book helped me with that. It steamrolled a lot, and like I say, I furthered my education, but this was started it. So thank God for Bill Winston. You know, he speak on it too. If you one of those visual learners, you can look it up. But anyway, watch what you say, please. I know it sounds so simple, but it's so, it just take over what you are doing and what you want and what you don't want. You say only what you want to happen. Do not think negative. Do not think negative on anything that you think. If you want something to change in your life, why would you say something that will stop that? Why would you even say something that will stop that? And then you are not actively saying things that will progress it either. So your mind goes straight to negativity, or if it does go to positivity, you come up with the negative and it start eating away at the positive. Because like I say, you gotta have that fortress, that positive fortress. There's some things you gotta have. Because when the negative comes, you wanna have your mind trained to be able to block that before it's able to even come to your mouth, come out of your mouth. It's not what goes in the man that defiles him, but what comes out. I know I paraphrased that enough, but you get the point. Thank you for tuning in. Like, share, comment. I really would appreciate it, you know. Thank you.
I ain't gonna lie. Baton Rouge really go retarded, but I love it.
Ain't no love in that raggedy.
Ain't no love.
I grew up in that raggedy.
Yeah.
Don't do no trusting in that raggedy.
Don't do no fuck.
Grandma disgusting in that raggedy.